Since late 1980s, Turkey has faced drought periods every 4 to 7 years, which is the result of global climate change. However, what we face now is, to a large extent, lack of adaptation and even maladaptation to climate change. It's true that we receive less precipitation, but on top of that, we also make inefficient use of the water that's falling on our cities. Because natural water cycle, which is already interrupted by climate change, is affected also by urban surfaces that are sealed with asphalt and concrete materials, leaving very little green spaces where water cannot meet soil and feed groundwater resources. And you know that if a city's groundwater resources are not fed well, its surface waters will also be negatively impacted by that. Hundreds of dams are built on our rivers, and they have had profound adverse impacts on water cycle. And metropolitans such as Ankara, Istanbul, Izmir, they all carry water from outer basins, interbasin water transfer projects, through hundreds of kilometers of water pipes. And besides, throughout Turkey, the average public water loss is 43% due to old and inefficient water infrastructures. It was pretty bad last year, but it was, for example, the level of water in dams of Istanbul was twice more than now. So it wasn't that bad. Now, this year, we are in the second year of the drought. We are experiencing a rougher drought, you know. There is enough finance, actually. I mean, we have enough economic and financial and technological, you know, all kinds of things, ways to do it. But the political will is really missing, because I can give you an example from the rain praise, you know. It was last month the government led the Religious Affairs Directorate to organize pray for rain ceremonies in every city in Turkey. But this is really useless, because God is not responsible for climate change. It is us, humans, that created it, and we should take responsibility of it. I'm not against praying for rain. It is a 10,000 years old paradigm, pagan ritual. But we must ratify Paris Agreement to tackle climate change in the first place, that create those droughts, these droughts. So the government is not willing. First of all, it should ratify the Paris Agreement for a start. I think we should start, we have to understand that we have limited resources that are shrinking due to climate change and increasing population, which must be over 84 million now. And the most sustainable strategy in the age of climate change is now to reduce water demand instead of increasing the water supply through building more dams and interbasin water transfer systems. We have to lower the water demand. How can we do it? One way is that central government obligates local authorities to reduce that 43% water loss to a more acceptable level through legal instruments and economic incentives. And at the same time, local authorities can make grey water reuse, economic rain harvesting technologies obligatory for new constructions in cities.